believe we peaked in the 90s. Come on, come on, come on, prove me wrong. Tuck your friendship bracelet back in your shell suit sleeve. Come on back in time with me. Fiddle again, and hello, it's Fo, and welcome back to Project Zomboid. I've had to rely on the alarm for the first time in a few days. Obviously a bit tired out. He has been fighting plenty of the undead. I call that furniture disassembly, takes out of him as well. As long as we're up in plenty of time that we can catch the cook show, that's all that really matters. Get a little bit of entertainment before the cook show. Even if it's just adverts or whatever, if it's something we haven't seen before, it'll help out with the boredom. At least our chair is comfortable. We're not waking up with a sore neck. It's ambitious that we're going to be making cakes. Yeah, milk and eggs won't last very long. Next build when there's animals. Yeah, you'll be able to get eggs and milk. And in turn you'll be able to make butter from the milk. Yeah, that's not really available for Ramos. Still underweight. Still on track for getting 100 a day. Near enough 650. The helicopter shaking everything up. Should have drawn in some more of the zombies from the surrounding woods and things onto the roads, into the main area closer to us. So yeah, other than reading our foraging book, need to take out more of those Zeds. Try and raid a few more homes. Get some more food to put in our freezer. Yeah, coming back to where the big clump was yesterday, there's just one. They all move around. They like to clump up into groups. When they get split up, they often migrate around. There are plenty out here. I'm sure weren't here before. That's the joys of the helicopter event. We're getting mint condition denim and leather items, taking them away with us to have on the base. Got a level in nimble, and we get that from walking and aiming, moving around whilst aiming. And that means that we can move faster when we're walking backwards from the zombies. We'll move slightly faster. Means we're less likely to get overwhelmed by trying to take on too many zombies at the same time. You start off at the weakest you're ever going to be. The longer you survive, the better your character gets. Be in small increments, you'll get more powerful and less likely to die. Once you get past that learning curve, you can survive for the first week. You'll be better equipped to try and push on for a month. And then the 100 days. Every death is a lesson. Like I've said, when you do die, you're not that mad about it. You just understand that you can't do what you tried to do. Right? Just never do that again. And you learn one by one all of the things that you can't do, or are a little bit too ambitious. Things to avoid. Got a bunch of them following us, so just walking away from them. And they're doing a little loop-de-loop around the police station. Try to break them up. Give ourselves a little break so we can have a ciggy. Yeah, there's quite a few. Good to know when to retreat. How best to break them up into manageable, smaller groups. Yeah, we're definitely well on the way to getting up to the 700. Good numbers. They haven't managed to get a hold of us yet. The only injury we've sustained we did to ourselves, because we tried to just punch through a car window like the Terminator, which to be obviously isn't that good for your hand. Yeah, we did well at confusing them by running around the police station. They all lost sight of us at different points and sort of gave up. And actually broke up a big group of 20 into smaller groups. Yeah, we've got some that are quite close to the base, which is not what we don't want to see. Hopefully it means it's less that are going to be hanging around the houses that we want to raid. In the sort of immediate east. Finished all the ones in the immediate west. Just want to work our way through so we can get to like the front of the Milk and More. There are more stores along that main street that we can go to. Some of them have food that we'll want to prioritize. We can get other things. There's furniture that we might want to disassemble. There are some supplies in the shops, like medical supplies and things, and clothing. There's plenty of exciting things once we get into the town proper. Got the next episode of Carpentry on, showing us how to make bookshelves. As I say, we're better just stealing them from other people's homes. When you try to make things, your carpentry level isn't that high, you'll make kind of shoddy versions of them. So yeah, we want our carpentry level up as high as we can before we start making things. If we can get away with stealing pre-made ones from people's homes, yeah, we will. Well, we got another level. Cheers to you, buff carpentry man. getting on pretty well with our book. Don't want to waste too much time. Again, we've got to balance our time, we've got to manage it well. Between reading books to get the boost, and actually getting the XP, and getting all the food that we can before the power goes out. At least we're pretty prepared for that. So we've got the double generator set up with the gas station. Come down to check out the hardware store. Nails and nuts. Brilliant. Yeah, there are quite a few here. We'll go into full machete mode. There's a chance we can get another machete, or at least some decent tools in the hardware store that we can battle the zombies with, as well as use for our base building. We really need nails. How many boxes of nails you have really defines how big a base you can make. So certainly if we want to start our construction, we're going to need more than just the nails that we're prying out of people's furniture. So yeah, these are all the stores. We're making enough noise out on the main street that they'll all pop out of the stores if they can. They're not locked in cupboards. Got the mail service. That place is pretty stacked with books and literature and things. Maybe find our magazine in there to tell us how to use generators. This being the main street, there are quite a lot of zombies here. Definitely going to make our quota. Okay, we're dismantling all their watches, taking all their good clothes, lifting up some of their not so good clothes. Can always come back. We've got a few days that they'll be here before they start to decay. Bodies will disappear eventually, and take anything they've got on them with them when they disappear. So if you don't want to start ripping things up or taking things with you, you can always just pull them off the zombie and leave them on the ground. And then when the zombie disappears, then the item of clothing or whatever will still be there. We managed to give them the run around. We've used good tactics. There's heaps more outside that house. Must have had the TV on blaring that drew them all there. Yeah, machete's still holding up. We can take on big groups like that. Got a leveling short blunt for using the hammer. I'm not too worried about using that since we're going to raid the hardware store. Very likely to get another hammer there. Yeah, I'll certainly be spoils of war. Definitely had to fight for it. We have a little laundrette over here. Sort out the shop teller for the hardware store, make our way inside. So again, we've got all the things we would like to expect. Hammers, we've got a hand scythe, you can use that to cut grass or use it as a weapon. Tire pump, I'm pretty sure we've already got, but we could take it if we need it. Yeah, once you know what things are for, a lot of things you only need one of. In the beginning, you're just taking everything, you know, scooping up absolutely everything you can, being overloaded, not being able to fight, trying to run mad distances when you're overloaded. Yep, all of these things are bad ideas. Yeah, you've got to play for a while to know what you want, what you need, how to use it. Crowbar. Yeah, love the crowbar. Best weapon in the game. Certainly Build 41. My favourite. Because it's so solid. It gets your maintenance level up. Because it very rarely takes damage. It lasts for ages and ages and ages before it breaks. So using that in the early game is the best way to level up your maintenance. Use the crowbar for everything. Bashing in zombies, bashing your way through doors, bashing your way through garage doors and things. It's pretty solid, it does a decent amount of damage. And being a two-handed weapon, it has the knockdown sort of factor. The zombies are getting decked by it quite often. Take some screws. I don't think I've ever used screws, but I always take them. One day I'm going to find some metalwork object that requires the screws to be put together. Yeah, boxes of nails. That's really what we're after. Yeah, a couple of different hammers for different tasks. But as far as it comes to killing zombies with, all hammers are kind of equal. Sledgehammer is two-handed, slow, does a decent amount of damage, but you don't really want to use it for combat. You want to save your sledgehammer for knocking down walls when you can find one. They are pretty rare. But like that little scene with the workmen and the cones and everything that we went past when we were in the car, getting away from the helicopter. That's a good place to find a sledgehammer. If you don't find one just in a garage or something. So we got into a store where there's got fresh food, but it's all starting to go off. Anything that was fresh and lying out is going stale or rotten. Only the hardy stuff, like potatoes, are still edible. Yeah, things are starting to go. Okay, we just want the stuff that's fresh, that's in the fridges, or kicking out. Not too worried about the dried stuff. We'll take coffee and tea bags and cereal and chips and stuff. Light stuff. Yeah, canned goods are certainly not a priority. Take the liquids, we've got more than we need. There was a glorious point in the beginning of Build 42, and they're still working out the kinks, where when you drink soda or pop, it would totally replenish your tiredness for no reason. Like it was supposed to do it a tiny amount. Like the sugar from drinking a sugary drink was supposed to take away a tiny amount of your tiredness, but they'd accidentally typed in the wrong thing or something in the code, and it was like 100 times as strong. So you drank like a quarter of a can of Coke and you were up all night. Great in the early game if you wanted to stay up all night reading your XP books, so you could just be out during the daylight. But yeah, pretty broken. Yeah. Thankfully or not thankfully, they fixed that. Yeah, it's amazing. They've been working on it for a long time. A constant work in progress. But yeah, even Build 41, when it was finished and stable, Probably the best game ever. Yeah, they're always working on new ideas, ways to improve it. Much like with City Skylines, it's got a strong modding community. Lots of people doing different things to invigorate the gameplay, mix things up a bit. So we're almost finished our foraging book. Get exposure survival, come on. Dean's going to give us some more tips. And thankfully it is foraging. So the timing of our reading our book was great. Program will give us huge amount of foraging XP. Yeah, it's pretty hard to level up from one episode of a program once you're above sort of level 2 of a skill. Yeah, it's certainly good going. Yeah, we're probably halfway to the next level now. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we're doing well. We could do with reading Carpentry 3 to help us out with the next 2 levels of Carpentry. Since we're going to be doing more disassembly. Want to get our Carpentry level up so we can make stairs. So we can get up and make a roof for our extension that we're going to make. And to be able to make rain collector barrels. So we can survive in the long term when the water goes out. Yeah, we're getting there with our skills. So far so good. I'm not playing the 1 hour days because I don't want it to feel like a race. Gotta take our time. Got goals over the 100 days. It's good to break things down into smaller chunks. Give yourself goals to keep going. But yeah, not being pushed for time is a boost. Take your time if you can. Yeah, we've finished our book. We're going to read the next one. We don't have Carpentry 3, sadly. Keep an eye out for that. I can read a bit of Metalwork 1 for when we start disassembling things with the blowtorch and the welder mask. We're still underweight, but surely we'll lose it soon. We're on double arrows up, so we're on the way to gaining 2 kilos in theory. So we'll see what it's like tomorrow. So I'll get him to read his book all the way until bedtime. I'm not going to tease you and say, will he survive the night? Because we're going to find out immediately. Because the episode's going to be less than half an hour. We're going to do 2 days back to back. A double day episode. Yeah, we'll set his alarm. Get him off to sleep in his comfy chair. Making sure to silence the alarm as soon as it goes off. Yeah, again, he did a lot of zombie bashing and work yesterday. He needs his sleep all the way through until the alarm. Once the TV shows go off, then we won't have to worry about the alarm. As long as he wakes up and it's light. Waking up in the darkness is a bit of a fail, because you really don't want to be going out in the dark. If you think going out in the fog is bad, where you can't see what's going on, then yeah, the dark is worse. Yeah, another morning, another episode of Cook Show. Yeah, it's great while it lasts, the TV shows. For the skills and just a sense of life in the world. I'm always tuned into Life and Living. I haven't taken in much of the other channels in the first week. Yeah, it's mainly propaganda and being lied to. Some interesting tidbits of knowledge and fun reporting and people getting eaten and things live. But yeah, Life and Living is the place to be. So we take the van out to the houses back at the front of the Milk and More. Check them out and then head in. Weapons drawn. Make sure we don't get jumped by any zombies lurking. Ever vigilant, ever ready. Exciting food here. Yeah, I want to keep on munching. I'm pretty close to losing underweight. I want to get up to about 80 kilos. Sort of right in the middle between being slightly underweight, slightly overweight. Just right. The Goldilocks zone. Go through. I was hoping there maybe be a firearm or something in this footlocker, but no. Yeah, it's got to fill up the van with food and planks and stuff. Try not to get jumped in the fog. You can see them coming through the fog, but not very well, which makes it creepier. It's more ominous. Hope we don't get any house alarms or anything. It's the last thing you need. And you've got a factor that's already against you, like the weather. Yeah, being able to see is very useful when fighting zombies. Yeah, we can use other people's houses when the water goes out to get some water from the sinks and stuff that's left in the pipes. Once the water gets cut off, the sinks and everything still have a little bit of water in them left over. So if we're desperate and the water goes off super early, we can go around and take people's pans and stuff and fill them up with the water from their own sinks and run back to the base with them, hoping not to spill any. Yeah, basing up in a house, you've got all these mod cons, but I think if you go for a store or an industrial building or something a bit different, you've usually got more room. There's more opportunity to create flat roofs and your own sort of extensions and things, which then helps you with the rain collectors. A lot of the roofs on the houses and things are designed in such a way that they're a bit confusing. It's easy to fall off and not so easy to place the rain collectors, and yeah, it's generally easier to make sort of squarer structures if you're planning on putting these rain collectors and things on the roof or making a multi-story structure. need to be able to make stairs if we want to go up a floor. We need to keep working on our carpentry level if we want to be able to make stairs. Yeah, a decent amount of resources and the knowledge we'll need for the stairs and the rain collector barrels. It's still a little bit out of reach. Of course, we need the planks and the nails and the bin bags to make our rain collectors. Yeah, just got to keep gathering resources, keep disassembling things, try not to die. Try not to get jumped in the fog. Yeah, it's pretty shady. Some days when you see it's foggy outside, you think, nope. And just hang around and read your book for a few hours. Wait for the fog to go away. Same with the rain. Some days it's pouring with rain and just makes it more ominous. It's slightly harder to see anything, hear anything. And you think, nope, today's going to be a book day. Yeah, the fog usually dissipates by about 1 PM. Thankfully, we've still got a carpentry show coming on that we can watch, keep us distracted, sort out the boredom. Give us a little bit of XP boost. Yeah, it would be better if we had the book. Might be able to get up a level. Yeah, every little bit helps. Again, if we get the right VHS tapes, all of the carpentry shows are on VHS. Because you can watch them anytime you want, you really want to read the book first before you watch a VHS. It's going to give you skill for it. Coming on air live, then sure, can't really do much about that. Like I said, even if you memorise the schedule and you know exactly what's coming on when, I don't think you could read all the books fast enough. Certainly not when you've got the slow reader trait. So some of the food is starting to go stale, even though we've got it in the fridge. It does go bad, slower than if it was left out, but it does go bad over time. So we've zhuzhed it up a little bit by slicing it up and getting rid of the bad bits and putting it into a bowl, making a salad. You've got more food and it's meat and stuff like that, then yeah, you're maybe better off putting it into a stew or into a soup. Gonna start making our wooden wall frames. Frame out this room that we're gonna make for our extension. The wonders of editing. Popped in our door frame, as well as our wooden wall frames. Now we're going to try and pop down our generator over in the corner. Can't place it, you have to drop it. We've got it in the right place though. So we're going to move these two bins. Basically, when it comes to making the walls that we've got our wall frames on, we're going to use the metal sheets that we're picking up. Once we've read our metal workbook, and get going with metalwork. And we'll have 2 windows right next to the generator to let all the fumes out. Want to be well ventilated. But it will be a draw for any zombies that are going to be kicking about. They'll be drawn to the noise of the generator. So that's the purpose of the bins. To block any zombies that are trying to reach in and destroy our generator. So we're back out. Just trying to off some more zombies. Trying to secure this little shopping parade. And get some more stuff out of the businesses here. Get some more electrical from the shop that has cameras in it and stuff. The shop that has booze that we don't necessarily need quite yet, but it'll be good to fill up our bar when we make one. Yeah, plenty of neighbours still about. No shortage of zombies. Yeah, the more we kill early, the less there are to sneak up on us later. The longer you survive, the more you let your guard down. The easier it is for just one lone straggler zombie to sneak up on you. You're not paying attention. Yeah, the more you can get rid of, the less there are to get rid of you. That is just the way. Yeah, we're making good progress raiding these houses. Have to get back onto the map at some point and cross them all off, all the ones that we're getting done. Yeah, if you're playing with less time in the day, it's perhaps a better tactic to only secure the food first. Just run around all the houses and only go into the kitchens to get the food. And do another sweep for any useful objects and literature and stuff. And then do a third sweep to get carpentry and stuff from disassembling the furniture. Might have to do that if you were trying to get a lot of food on 1 hour days. That would have to be your utmost priority. Dodging most of the zombie fights and just getting food and getting back to your base and hoping that there weren't more zombies there than when you left. Yeah, just another reason to not play with the 1 hour days. Heaps more planks for our giant pile of planks. Got zombies following us. Don't know if our van's getting noisier. Gonna move him over here. Out of our way entirely. Come back out, there's another 2. Like, where have these come from? It's not like I've left the van running and it's making a noise. No visitors, not today, thank you. Don't want to see zombies anywhere near the base, really. There's trauma bags in the back of this ambulance. Useful things, suture needles. Yep, a lot of decent medical supplies. Hopefully in the bags as well. Probably by this point we've got more than we could ever need. But we've got to have it on us at the right times. Should we need it, when we need it. So So we're back to exposure survival. We're almost done with our metal workbook. Dean's going to tell us about making rain collectors. He's not wrong. Yeah, the water in everyone else's sinks and the water coolers in their offices can only take you so far. When you plumb a rain collector into a sink, it makes the water fine to drink. The rain, if it's just pooling up or it's being collected in something, is still not great for you. Or drinking the river water is not good for you. It'll make you ill. So, yeah, if you plumb it into a sink, it'll sort of filter the water a little bit. Enough that it's fine to drink and you won't get sick from it. I don't think it'll kill you, and if you have lemongrass, then you're fine. You can eat that to mitigate the sickness you would get from drinking the rainwater. We've managed to lose underweight. We're still gaining a bit of weight, so we can chill out a little bit on eating all the ice cream and pigging out. Again, we want to be efficient and eat the stuff that's going stale. We'll make ourselves another salad. The ingredients that are going off. Yep, make yourselves some exciting supper. He's tired. Gonna drink a coffee. Give him back a little bit of energy. You don't really want to be heading back out tired. I'm going for the double coffee. You know it's bad when you need the double coffee. Yeah, that's sorted him out. He's just bored and anxious because he hasn't had a ciggy. There's more Zeds outside the base. Right, this is way too close, guys. You should not be here. I hate this. What is drawing them in? Not sure if it's because we've built a structure. I know they hate player-built structures. They can sense someone's moved in there. It's built up some wall frames. Get him. Tired again. 8 o'clock, he's ready for his bed. Vitamins and cigarettes. I'll sort him out. It's hot in the van. Should we turn on the air conditioning or pull down a window? But if you do pull down a window, make sure that you remember it's pulled down. Don't let the zombies just reach in and bite you. Spare welder mask. It's the kind of thing that you wear with the best of intentions of keeping on to go out and do a bunch of metal work, and then you take it off and put it in the passenger seat or the trunk of a vehicle and forget all about it. So having a spare one is not the end of the world. Our van has died. It seems okay. The hood's wrecked, but like, it doesn't seem to be anything immediately wrong. But it's just not working at all, not starting. So we have to fall back on this smaller vehicle that we ended up hurting our hands acquiring. We'll make our way back to the main street. Start bashing some zombies. Get our maintenance level up. Instantly breaking our weapon. Even with increased maintenance, you know, everything still breaks. Everything should be a little bit more solid now. Like I say, it doesn't make your weapons indestructible. Just helps out a little bit. Makes them less likely to break. So they can last a little bit longer. So we're going through these stores one by one. Found a car key in the furniture store, but we don't really need much furniture. We're in a clothing store. Got some skinny leather trousers. They're going to be the best trousers you can get. Yeah, leather stuff outranks the denim stuff for protection. It does make you super hot, as I'm sure leather trousers would. Next store over has some sports stuff. Football helmet and baseball bat. That's going to be useful. It's the kind of stuff we want. Useful supplies. Again, we can add nails to the baseball bat. You can use the baseball bat as is until it takes a little bit of damage. And when you've got the repair option of using nails to repair it, you can turn it into a spiked baseball bat. That's quite fun. Yeah, we'll work our way through these more fun places to raid, rather than just the same old homes. Sadly, the fresh goodies are all gone. I've got some non-perishable foods and stuff in fridges we can take, along with some supplies. Replacement wooden mallet. The money, of course. Can take a fire extinguisher. Could be good for the base, but yeah, if a fire starts, you're pretty much knackered. You have to put it out really quickly before the damage is too much. You've got to watch what you put in the microwave and put in the oven. Not leave anything on. Yeah, it can get the best of us. Burn down your base. Nobody wants that. We're out of matches and lighters to light our ciggy, which is the end of the world. That's an immediate nope, we're getting out of here, back to base. His ciggies are very important to him. So we'll get everything put away. And find a lighter for him, so he can have his ciggy before bedtime. Got more literature to throw in the pile here. Get some better storage popped in there at some point. We managed to get Carpentry 3, which is the most important thing. It's the one we wanted. So we can get an XP boost for levels 5 and 6, Carpentry skill. If only read a little bit, we should really get off to sleep. So we'll come back next time. Hopefully he'll survive the night. Come back and find out. Until then, do take it easy. I'll see you in the next one.